Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's talk about a story about a group of sailor guardians who fight for love and justice. This is a well-known manga and anime in the early 90s, and its impact still exists in nowadays products. Today let's talk about美少女戦士 Sailor Moon. As you all know that the protagonist Sailor Moon is the princess of the moon. I would say that the author of Sailor Moon is also a princess too. She is Takeuchi Naoko. Takeuchi Naoko was born in Kofu City of the Yamanashi Prefecture, a place also well known for its jewelry industry. And there, Takeuchi Naoko's family was doing fine jewelry business. So we can expect that Takeuchi Naoko has been grown up from a wealthy family. As surrounded by beautiful jewels and good environment, this nurtures Takeuchi Naoko's good sense of beauty, and this would be reflected in her works in the future. Since her childhood, Takeuchi Naoko has a passion towards drawing. She had once been a fan of the manga magazine Nagayoshi. This can be dated back to the period when she just got into the elementary school. At that time, Takeuchi Naoko had caught a cold and was unable to attend school. In order to cheer her up, her family brought her this Nagayoshi manga magazine, and this paves her path in becoming a manga artist. Takeuchi Naoko later became addicted to manga. She even started to pretend sick so that she could get more manga from her parents. Throughout her junior high school to high school, she had bought more than 20 shoujo manga or manga magazine every month. One day, she has also started to create her own manga. Since she has done a large amount of reading, Takeuchi Naoko already had a basic idea on developing the storyline and building up characters. When she got into the high school, a reputable high school in her hometown, due to various reasons, such as her family background and herself also achieving good academic results, she became the limelight of her high school. She had participated in both the art club and astronomy club. She also started submitting her manuscript to Nagayoshi for selection. Though Takeuchi Naoko already aimed to become a manga artist at that time, her parents didn't support her choice, but at least she had to complete her bachelor degree and obtain a pharmacist's license. In order to pursue her dream, Takeuchi Naoko had worked hard and finally she had got into the university. After getting into the university, she started enjoying her manga again. Finally, Takeuchi Naoko made her debut in year 1986, when her work Love Call was selected for the second Nagayoshi New Artist Manga Award. There was a little side story about this. As I mentioned earlier, Takeuchi Naoko came from a wealthy family. When she was heading to the award presentation ceremony, she was driving her Porsche to the venue, and this shocked the group of editors at that time. After Takeuchi Naoko made her debut, she at the same time kept creating her new works, serving as another manga artist assistant, and continued her university education. Until in year 1989, her final year in the university, she obtained her pharmacist's license and received a job offer in working in the Keio University Hospital. A TMI over here, Keio University is a reputable private university in Japan. It consists of the kindergarten, elementary school, junior high school, and university section. Though it does not receive a high ranking in an international standard, such as in US and Times Higher Education ranking. However, in Japan locally, Keio University received a high reputation. After working in Keio University Hospital for 6 months, Takeuchi Naoko decided to quit her job to become a full-time manga artist. Though her parents objected her decision, she justified herself based on the New Artist Manga Award that she received earlier, and finally she has successfully persuaded her parents. In Takeuchi Naoko's short manga career in the early 90s, she had created a few works, such as Chocolate Christmas, Maria, and the Cherry Project. Since the Cherry Project received a good response, the editor gave Takeuchi Naoko an opportunity in creating her own story. So Takeuchi Naoko chose to create a story about love, outer space, and girl fighters. Her editor also suggests her to include the sailor suits element, since sailor suits was a popular item at that time. All this make up the manga, codename Sailor V in year 1991. and I think all of you should know that this is a prelude of another famous work by Takeuchi Naoko. At that time, Toei Animation saw the potential of codename Sailor V, so they have contacted Takeuchi Naoko and planned to make the manga codename Sailor V Animated. However, at that time, since Sailor V has been registered as a trademark of another company, so the animation plan of Sailor V had to be put on hold. To solve this issue, Takeuchi Naoko reworked the setting of Sailor V by adding 4 new characters in year 1991, and this work later became an influential work in most teenagers' girls worldwide in the 20th and 21st century. Its influence still exists in nowadays products. Even high fashion brand made a crossover with this work. This work is美少女戦士 Sailormoon, or Pretty Guardian Sailormoon. Sailormoon was serialized in the manga magazine Nagayoshi from 1991 to 1997. The story is about... do you still need me to tell you about the story? Okay, I will just talk about it very briefly. The story begins with the protagonist, Tsukino Osaki, a junior high school student. One day she saved a black cat, Luna, and later on she was given the power to transform as a pretty guardian to fight against the villains and protect her loved ones, Earth, planet, and galaxy. As you could recall that Takeuchi Naoko had joined the astronomy club in her high school, it seems that she had also added this element into Sailor Moon. Apart from Tsukino Osaki, Sailor Moon, the guardian of love and justice, the other main characters are named based on the solar system. They are Chiba Mamoru, the Prince of Earth, Mitsuno Ami, Sailor Mercury, the guardian of water and wisdom, Hino Lei, Sailor Mars, the guardian of fire and passion, Kino Makoto, Sailor Jupiter, the guardian of thunder and courage, Aino Minako, Sailor Venus, the guardian of love and beauty, Meo Setsuna, Sailor Pluto, the guardian of space-time and change. As a fan of Sailor Moon, it is sad to see the planet Pluto was taken out from the solar system. Tenno Haruka, Sailor Uranus, one of my favorite characters in Sailor Moon, the guardian of sky and flights. Kaio Michiru, Sailor Neptune, the guardian of ocean and embrace. And lastly, Tomoe Hotaru, Sailor Saturn, the guardian of silence, destruction, and rebirth. In total, the manga of Sailor Moon consists of a total of 18 volumes. However, the episodes of the anime is far more than that. It is because due to the popularity response received at that time, Toei Animation would like to extend and maintain the popularity of Sailor Moon. So, based on the main storyline, Toei Animation has added their self-made episodes in order to make the animation to last longer. And so we have got different seasons for Sailor Moon. We have Sailor Moon R, Sailor Moon S, Sailor Moon Super S, and Sailor Moon Sailor Stars. A total of 5 seasons. In fact, the season of Sailor Stars, in my opinion, around 80% of the episodes are made up by Toei Animation, and these were not covered in the manga. However, frankly speaking, the season of Sailor Stars is my favorite season due to the character, Sayako. The success of Sailor Moon besides can be attributed to the sailor suits, which first captured the attention of teenage girls at that time. The pioneer themes covered in Sailor Moon also contribute to its success, such as the presentation of a strong female image of Sailor Moon. At that time, Japanese assumed women were weak and have to be protected by men. However, Sailor Moon totally overthrown this image, since in Sailor Moon there is a role reversal of prince and princess. It is always the princess, Sailor Moon, who rescued the prince, Mamoru. Some people argue that Sailor Moon is a feministic work. In my opinion, in the early 90s in Japan, I think even Takeuchi Naoko herself did not have a clear idea about feminism. However, it is her family background and growing environment makes her having the vision and confidence about herself and a different aspects about the role of female. Takeuchi Naoko has the ability to choose her own path and not following the social expectation. So this belief was reflected in her works, especially in Sailor Moon. On the other hand, the presentation of weak male image, I think it's just Takeuchi Naoko had projected her personal preference in her work only. In reality, she was attracted by this type of man, since her husband also owned these qualities. A TMI over here, Takeuchi Naoko was married to Togashi Yoshihiro, the author of Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter. Whether Sailor Moon is a feministic work, I would leave this to you to decide. But the presentation of Sailor Moon's strong and confident female character creates a new trend in shoujo manga. Apart from role reversal, Sailor Moon also covered lots of pioneer themes, such as boys' love, which was appeared in Fish Eye, girls' love. I would like to say that Haruka and Michiru really serve as a role model in girls' love manga. At the time, we didn't even have the Yuri manga category. And lastly, transgender, the Sailor Starlights. In fact, until now, the gender of Sailor Starlights still remain a question to me. But anyways, Sailor Starfighter is still my favorite character. Besides creative themes, Sailor Moon also contained good visual arts and attractive costumes. Besides the element of sailor suits, Takeuchi Naoko had also included the top brand couture in her characters, such as Dior, Chanel, and YSL. All these elements made Sailor Moon a great success. Sailor Moon completed its serialization in year 1997. In the same year, Takeuchi Naoko had met Togashi Yoshihiro, her husband, and they got married in year 1999, and gave birth to their first son in year 2000. Takeuchi Naoko decided to step back and switch her role from a manga artist to wife and mother. Though Takeuchi Naoko had placed her manga artist career on hiatus, she is still receiving a large sum of passive income derived from the crossover products of Sailor Moon. Especially in year 2014, in celebration of the 20th anniversary of Sailor Moon, there is a remake of the Sailor Moon anime, and the anime is named as Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Crystal. And in year 2023, June 30th, the last film Sailor Moon Cosmos has been aired in Japan. The main difference between the old anime and new anime is that the old Sailor Moon anime contained the episodes which were solely created by Toei Animation, while the remake version totally aligns to the storyline of the Sailor Moon manga. As an old fan of Sailor Moon, I would recommend you to watch the old anime first and watch the remake version. Especially the Sailor Star season is a must-watch on my list. After you watch it, you should be able to understand the charisma of Sayako, Sailor Starfighter. This ends my video for today. If you like my sharing, please kindly like, comment, and share my video. I'll be seeing you next time. Bye.